The XWA Live World Tour rolls along. 3X with the call here. New look, same action as these fans await the arrival into the arena of the Suplex Queen, America Weston. Of course, the last we saw her was in the second round of the inaugural Warfield Invitational Tournament, where she was eliminated by Marisol Cardinal, but not before we witnessed, before our very eyes, a change in the attitude of this former United States Marine Corps veteran. Yes, she's still as patriotic as ever, love for country and all, but her attitude towards these fans has changed so dramatically that you can't help but just plain dislike her. There's a bit of a cruel irony in that respect. Her opponent here tonight, though, is a woman who everyone in this arena is firmly behind. This, of course, is one of the hottest prospects to have arrived within the XWA Diamond Division, and not to mention the current #1 contender for the XWA Pearl Championship. I, of course, speak of the Huntress, Abigail Rooker, the former bounty hunter, who, of course, brings such an eclectic and rugged style of wrestling to the ring. She, of course, was also a competitor within the Warfield Invitational, losing in the semi-final round, the final four, to the eventual winner, Sierra K. Obviously, business has picked up for her since then, with a victory on XWA Girl Fight in a 6-woman elimination match that earned her the right to face Vindictive Beretta Vendetta at a later date for the XWA Pearl Championship. Of course, that's another battle for another time. For now, here tonight, the Suplex Queen awaits Abigail Rooker on the opposite side of the ring. And the fans in anticipation for what should be a very competitive match as the ref calls for the bell and America Weston shows off, who has the power advantage, so to speak here. Weston, of course, as I said before, a former United States Marine, also a power lifter. She will certainly enjoy a strength advantage in this match, even though it would be hard to notice considering the fact that Rooker there started things off with an amateur-style takedown, taking Weston right off of her feet, but the Suplex Queen answers back in kind. Amateur takedown and then a shot right to the face after that grounded headlock, and Weston with some words for the Huntress, and she did not take too kindly to those. And now Rooker swinging wildly at first, but the third one hits the mark, knocking Weston right down to the mat. And now the Huntress following up with a lariat in the corner. Abigail onto the apron now. Might be going for a springboard move, and indeed she is. Blockbuster, and then hooks the leg. Early cover here. 2, and only a count of 2 in the early moments of this match. She's certainly thrown America Weston for a loop here with this offensive barrage. And a hard Irish whip into the corner, but Weston able to power her way out of that predicament. And fires back with a running forearm shot, follows it up with a fist drop. Now America Weston, front headlock here being applied, and up and down with a scoop slam, almost like a toss there, showing off her power. And Weston follows up with a belly-to-belly suplex. You knew it wasn't going to be long before she incorporated that strategy. And now some elbows, forearms to the small of the back, and look at this, showing off. Doing some push-ups on the back of Abigail Rooker here, and Weston again, just sticking it to these fans. And that's the attitude that I've been talking about when I talk about America Weston and this chip on her shoulder. She truly believes that because of who she is and what she's done, that she's better than everyone else. But right now, the better woman at this point is Rooker, as she nails Weston over the top rope out onto the floor. And now Weston slowly getting back to her feet, but I don't think she knows what's about to happen here. Rooker from the top turnbuckle. And that was a glancing blow. I don't know who that did the most damage to. As we look at the replay here, it looks as if Rooker hit Weston on the back of the head with what looked to be an attempt at a senton. It did the trick, but it must have done some damage to Rooker herself as she was favoring her tailbone on the way up. Abigail appears to still be in control of this match here, though, and she delivers an elbow to the top of the head of Weston and climbs to the top turnbuckle again, this time inside of the ring, and delivers a savage elbow into a cover. 1, 2, and no. Again, Weston able to kick out, but boy, is she getting a beating at this point in time. Another hard whip into the turnbuckle. Weston visibly groggy, and Rooker taking advantage of a situation with that Luthez press, followed by a series of right hands. Weston again in the corner at the mercy of the Huntress, delivering a couple of shots there. And now the Suplex Queen is in a bad way and about to get worse, as Rooker to the top turnbuckle here, looking for the superplex, but no, Weston, a series of kidney shots and then a top rope doorbuster in America Weston, dropping the leg drop. Almost the entire mass of her body landing onto the chest of Rooker right there. And now Weston hoisting Abigail up and hanging on to that one. A signature stalling suplex. One arm, and down goes the Huntress. I say what I say about America Weston's attitude, but it would be foolish to ever underestimate the raw power that she brings to each and every match. She goes for a cover here, center of the ring, and only a count of 2. Some words to the referee afterwards. And follows up with an elbow drop. How about a second one? Back-to-back elbows by the Suplex Queen, who now believes that she has the Huntress right where she wants her. A scoop suplex to follow up. The fans not enjoying the fact that Weston has gained momentum here and now is putting the hurt on Abigail Rooker. Wow. Beautiful fisherman suplex off of the top turnbuckle there. An interesting variation, to say the least. Now Weston on the middle rope. Rooker back to her feet, but sidesteps what looked like it was going to be a senton of her own by Weston. Rooker now with America in the corner, snapping her down to the mat, up to the top rope, and delivering the nightfall. How about Abigail Rooker? Like I said before, she is eclectic, she is versatile, she is one of the most dynamic competitors in the Diamond Division today. There is literally nothing that she cannot do as she delivers that Northern Lights driver, dragging the body of America Weston to the center of the ring and delivers a springboard elbow right into that cold, patriotic heart and hooks the leg, but only gets a count of 2.5 almost. Abigail Rooker can do it all. Technical wrestling, high flying, brawling, and she's got some underestimated power as well, as she delivers that go-home driver off of a cradle. Nicely done, and Rooker back to the top turnbuckle again. Going high risk, but wait a second, Weston back onto her feet. She just caught Abigail Rooker in midair. Down goes Rooker with a variation of a Death Valley driver, and Weston with a cover. Only another 2 count. And look at the look of disbelief on the face of America Weston as Rooker gets the shoulder up again. Weston with a neck breaker variation, driving the back of Rooker's neck right into that padded knee. And now with a hammer lock. No, applying a chin lock as well. Weston locks in a submission here, targeting the back of the neck again of Abigail Rooker. That is where the brunt of the impact of any number of her suplexes is going to affect. So that is a smart strategy on the part of the Suplex Queen. But Rooker manages to fight her way out of it and delivers a backbreaker variation of her own, dragging Weston by the arm here. And now Rooker pacing herself before driving the knee into the forehead of her opponent here tonight. Rooker, Irish whip into the ropes. And it looked like Weston was going to try something, but instead she eats a nightshade from the Huntress. Face first into that middle turnbuckle. And Rooker now delivers the drop kick. What you got planned here? Rooker with the kick to the gut. Oh, there's the pump handle. And that means it's time for Bad Seed down. She connects on the slam, goes for the cover. But only a 2 count. Again, another near fall. Absolutely amazing, as always, to witness the intestinal fortitude of the XWA Diamond Division. You are witnessing 2 shining examples of the new generation. As Rooker now looks like she might be making a second attempt at a superplex here. Wasn't successful the first time, but 2 times a charm in this case. America Weston is laid out center of the ring, and Abigail Rooker up to the middle rope. Weston slowly gets back to her feet and gets sent right back down to the mat with that double axe handle right to the top of the head. And now Rooker curb stomping the face of Weston right back into the mat yet again. It would appear that the Huntress has regained control as she shoulder checks Weston right out of the ring. And what you got playing here? Rooker going over the top rope. Springboard plancha over the top onto the floor and crashing onto the Suplex Queen. Now Rooker helping Weston back into the ring with another elbow to the top of the head. They call those 12-6 elbows in mixed martial arts. I call it effective. And I call that a classic backdrop suplex by Rooker, who goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no. Again, shoulders up at the count of 2 by Weston. Still in this match. Rooker with a kick right to the small of the back. And then follows that up with a second curb stomp here. Showing some viciousness right now is the Huntress. That's what you can expect from this woman. Speaking to her earlier in the day, she said she's not here to play nice with anyone. She wants to win. She wants to succeed. She wants to be known as one of the best in the world. And it doesn't matter what she does or to who that she does it to reach that goal. A message clearly sent to everyone in the Diamond Division, but is being executed directly and intimately here to America Weston as she attempts another pinfall after that brain buster, but only gets a 2 count. Another double axe handle to follow up off the ropes onto the head of the Suplex Queen, who once again finds herself in dire straits here. Weston. Oh, she countered it that time. Might have been another brain buster coming up, but Weston with a knee to the top of the head of Abigail Rooker as she fires back with a German suplex. And now a back suplex with a bridge. 1, 2, no. 2 count only. Again. And now Weston in the corner, calling out Rooker, and shoots in for a belly-to-belly suplex on a groggy Abigail Rooker. And here we go. Ever confident right now is America Weston now that she has regained control. And drives that low drop kick into a prone Rooker against that bottom turnbuckle. And now a wrist clutch here being applied. And that means it's time for the red, white, and blue plex. Her specialized teardrop suplex combination. And it's enough to put Rooker on stringy legs right now. Irish whip and a big flapjack by the powerhouse America Weston. Rooker must have been at least 10 to 12 feet in the air right there. And now she goes into the air yet again. America Weston now showing off her power with this powerbomb position. Walking around before dropping Rooker down with a pin. But only another 2 count. Showing off that upper body strength. And of course, the power within those legs of hers on that move, but still not enough to get the pin. And now Weston with some words to a groggy Abigail Rooker, who quickly counters out of that situation. And again, another nightshade in the middle turnbuckle. Rooker to the corner here, sending a message out to Mission Control. The Rooker rocket has just taken off onto the face of America Weston. Now a series of clotheslines. Ducks under and delivers a snap power slam. Rooker back in control again here. And it looks like she might be going for a second Rooker rocket. Tuning it up, but no, this time America Weston counters and fires back with her spear she calls the Charging Star. And a second one for good measure. America Weston just leveled Abigail Rooker off of the counter with not 1, but 2 Charging Stars, and again, another hanging, stalling suplex here. The one-arm wonder by Weston. And these fans are not happy right now. I don't blame them, but America Weston just got a leg up on Abigail Rooker and now delivers the Old Glory into the cover. And the Suplex Queen has just upended the Huntress. As we take a look at the replay here, there's that glancing senton off the top turnbuckle to the outside. And then here, this catching Death Valley driver. There are so many turning points in this match, it was crazy. That springboard plancha out of the ring onto Weston onto the floor. And then here, this is the final turning point. The momentum shifted permanently after Weston sidestepped the Rooker rocket and followed up with a charging star that leads into the Old Glory connecting for the 1, 2, 3. You might not like it, but America Weston made the right move at the right time and picks up a huge victory here against the #1 contender for the Pearl Championship, no less. Could there be implications to title contention here now that Weston has claimed this victory?